The sun was shining when we left Marston Doles at the top of Napton Locks. It has been pointed out to us that you can actually see an awful lot of our roof. We do apologise for this, and we are working on changing it for future vlogs. Between Marston Doles and Fenny Compton is about 11 miles of just glorious countryside. It's very bendy, twisty, turny as it follows the contours of the land in front of us. And there's no locks, really not a lot else to see other than the countryside, but hopefully you'll enjoy the trip with us. Ever wondered what you would do if you had to choose between a canal boat and a small holding? Well, here's one answer. On the left you can see one of the pillboxes that was built along the canals of England in defence of the Germans during World War II. About 28,000 pillboxes and other hardened field fortifications were constructed in England in 1940 as part of the British anti-invasion preparations for World War II. About 6,500 of these structures still survive, and you often see them along the canals. As we came round the corner we came across another unexpected sight, and that was a wigwam in the middle of nowhere, well, in the middle of a field to be truthful. I guess it's just another form of alternative lifestyle. As you can see, Tuppence had decided to join us on the back as we cruised. This was really rare, as she really doesn't like cruising and normally hides until we stop. So we decided we'd put her on the lead and encourage her to stay out with us for a little while, alongside Lottie. anyone know what's being built here? What construction is going on? I do hope it's not something that's going to spoil the landscape, but it does look rather major. Please answer in the comments below if you've got any idea of what's being built here. As we came up to this bend, Tuppence decided she was going to jump into the canal. Luckily, she was still on the lead and I was able to fish her out quite quickly. And secondly, because I was dealing with her, the boat decided that it was going to go across the canal out of control. You will notice now that we are meeting only the second boat that we have passed the whole of this trip. And I am now completely on the wrong side of the canal for him to go past. Luckily, he did accept my apologies and explanation with both grace and concern. On the left you can see the RF beacon mast at Lower Newhouse Farm. This was the antenna for the Warwick Station of the Deccan navigation system, used mainly by mariners from around 1946 up until the arrival of GPS. The station was finally turned off in March 2000. This bridge that we've just gone under, 131, is a really tight U-turn as we go round the bottom of Worlington Hill and are now heading right back up the way we've just come. Now this bridge is a little bit of a mystery. It doesn't have a number, which is unusual. It's just a very plain wooden structure, but according to the map, it's called the Wedding Bridge. And yet, all it seems to do is link one field with another, with no connection to a church or a building, hotel, or anything that you can imagine would be associated with a wedding. As before, if you do know, please mention it in the comments below, as we'd love to find out. Having passed very few boats on the way down, we were quite surprised to see some CRT boats just moored on the right hand side. It's not long before we see the two bridges of Fenny Compton as we head into the village. The first bridge that you can see here is the road bridge. It's a new road that's been diverted around. The second bridge that's just coming into view was the original road, but it's now blocked off and is often used as a convenient place to park cars by the locals. And here we are, arriving at our destination of Fenny Compton. The building to the right used to be a shop and a laundrette, which was so useful for boaters, but unfortunately they're closed now and nobody thinks they're going to open again.